You are now listening to Sir Ink's The Experience Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything kink. Now, this podcast is only catered to those that are 18 and above and may not be suitable for work, or as we like to say, NSF. But remember, you can always listen to us during your private time. Hello, kinky and kinkiers folk out there. My name is Sir Ink. What's good, everybody? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how a lot of dominant men in the lifestyle you would never know. And it's because they don't feel the need to explain themselves, share themselves with the world, or argue with other men that they don't see as equal to them. And this is true when you're a man in different environments as men and you hear guys talking and you can hear they talking that simp talk and all that. And it's not always good as a dominant man to express your thoughts. Part of being a dominant man, an intelligent man, is knowing when and when not to interject your thoughts, opinions, and your personality. And I would say I know a lot of guys that are dominant men who like a lot of whips and chains and, freaky sex and all that, but they're not so much into the lifestyle as far as the role playing and having a submissive woman, though their wife or their girlfriend may be somewhat submissive, but they're not going to get on their knees and they're not going to, they're not holding to the lifestyle in that way. But in their mannerisms and what they do, how they are men to women, how they are men to other men, and men to kids, the dominant men. They just don't want to slap the Christian Grey name tag on them and go out here and act like this and act like that and, and display themselves. They're not into going to, a lot of these different parties, a lot of these different functions. And a lot of times, like I've said, most people, I would guess most people in the lifestyle are in somewhat monogamous relationships. Not everybody. I'm not talking about the total. I'm just talking about the men who have submissives in this lifestyle. The majority of people I know in the lifestyle that are couples are in monogamous relationships. Now, they may have some aspects of polygamy to it or swinging to it, but for the most part, most of these people are in monogamous relationships. I haven't seen many poly BDSM relationships. I know of a few, but that's not the majority. It's not even half. Out of three, it might be one out of three. And that one out of three is not a permanent partner outside the relationship. Is we swing, we've had sex with other people, or we play, or something of that. But for the most part, these men do not necessarily wear the crown outside the house. They don't feel like being on social media. A lot of them aren't on social media, and they don't feel the need to just display what they do. It's just not in their wheelhouse of things that they have to take care of. They're very focused men, focused on business, family, and progressing their lives. And they don't feel sharing what they do, who they are with the whole world is valuable to them. And there's no knock on that. I appreciate everybody for how they live it. Because like I said, you live this lifestyle, just live it. You don't have to impress anybody. Live it the way your personality fits into the lifestyle. Do the things in the lifestyle that resonate with you. Push the boundaries of your own limits of sexuality. And I don't mean anything intrusive or that goes against your moral practice, your morality or your moral practices. I'm only saying that we all have lines that we can push. We all have limits that can be tested. And that is one of the fundamental aspects of the lifestyle, is to constantly push and not only push yourself physically, but push yourself mentally and spiritually within the lifestyle. But what do you think? What are your comments on dominant men? Like submissive women, I gather to say not all submissive women really talk about what they do openly. Some do, but the majority of the submissive women I know, I have to say, do not talk about them being a submissive within the lifestyle. They may have aspects of them being submissive to a man or submissive to their partner online, but they may not necessarily say that I'm a submissive, brat, or I'm a submissive slave or pet or little. Like, they're not putting those markers on them, but they will say, oh, I believe in being submissive to a man. I believe serving a man. I believe blah, blah, blah. But they won't go hardcore with, I'm a straight up slave to a master and I'm living this lifestyle 24/7 or whatever the case may be. But what do you think? Leave me your comments. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, peace. You know how to find me, Sir INQ, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can always email me at sirinq09@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, peace.